it's fun because we've been doing this for such a long time, and we've had a lot of adventures together, and we haven't had a chance to hang out as much as we did when we started. But one of the like earliest adventures I remember us going on was when it was 2007, and we went to E3 together, and it was you and me and Game Jew was there, Jonathan Mann, and Kyle. I think came to it as well because I thought
he came to that interview we did with GameTrailers. It was that like special little trip.
Yes,
I remember that was my first plane trip post 9/11. Because I remember for a while I was like just scared of flying. I wasn't going to do it. And I think we even had a conversation on the phone before that trip. And I was kind of like, so how does this work? Like, how do I get my boarding pass and stuff like this? Like, I don't even know how to fly. And then after I did, it was like not a big deal. And then we started doing it all the time. But that was a big trip. It was the first time being recognized by somebody in public, I think. And that was on the West Coast. And then also we did that meet and greet at the bowling alley. And that was the first ever meet and greet. And it was just spontaneous. And it was like maybe like 20 people. But it was awesome. It was like, wow, this is like real life.
So I'm going to blow your mind because I have footage of all of those things. And I have footage of all those things. So I thought you want to watch one of them real quick?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So let's first do, this is, I just found these in an archive that just said LA Montage 1. And there's 2 LA montages. And then I actually have footage of the bowling event that we did.
Oh, wow.
And, nowadays everybody has their like super high def phones and they're out there like looking awesome and, is doing selfies and stuff. But we were carrying around like an actual camcorder with tapes in it, it was so clunky and stuff. But here's the first one we did. And you just tell me when to stop whenever you're ready, okay? We'll stop and talk about it.
Sure.
Take you for a ride in the car, take you a ride in the car, take you a ride in the car, let's go riding in the car.
Do you remember this?
Okay, yes, I do. So Jonathan Mann, he has such a talent of coming up with catchy songs. I mean, just on the fly, like there we are in the car and he's like, take a ride in the car. To this day, I still remember that. It was just some little thing he did. Cause like, I'll try to get the kids in the car or something. I'm like, come on, we gotta go to school. Come on, ride in the car.
I do the same thing. I do the exact same thing. Yes. I sing that song all the stinking time. All the time.
Wow.
Yes. And like that song was sung there's like 4 of us in the car. And the fact that I don't even know if Jonathan remembers that song, but I remember that song. You remember that song. I don't know if Tom remembers that song, but it's just crazy to think about. And it's beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue.
One of his songs pop up somewhere else and it's still just as catchy as ever. Like he did like that Baby Yoda song and like things like my kids will be singing his, like for real, they'll sing songs and I'll be like, I recognize that voice. I know who that is.
It's amazing that in the giant landscape of the internet, right? Like Jonathan is so incredibly talented at just coming up with, as you said, just songs on the fly about any topic. And but it's just like he was too early. He was too early online, and had he been doing the exact same thing now that he was doing 15 years ago, he would be huge, like on TikTok or something along those lines. So it's crazy. Let's continue here. This is where we're climbing to the top of the Hollywood sign.
Yeah, we're actually like not very close to it, but we were at that time. That was kind of the closest we knew how to get to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Playing WarioWare for the first time at Game Jew's house.
That's literally just what we did. We were like, well, we're here. Now what? Well, let's go to Game Jew's house and we'll play some video games, play some WarioWare. Ridiculous.
What am I supposed to do here?
Do you remember this?
I vaguely remember. It was like it was the first time ever trying to be the nerd somewhere else other than at my own home. So it was like, okay, let's see if this character works out in like an improvised public setting. So it was a, it was an exciting time just trying all these different things.
It's so good. So good. I remember I always had this thing for LA. Like you'll see here, I always thought LA was just full of like, people just trying to be actors. And that was reflected in this edit here, as we talk about this overarching pan across LA. Wonderful keyframing, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say this, man. Just this right here.
Yeah.
Like, what a bunch of happy dudes.
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
Just totally happy to be there,
Yeah, we handed the camera to some like jogger and was like, hey, can you get this real quick?
We're sitting there, Jonathan's in his Game Jew Mario outfit. We got you and the nerd, and me and Tom just hanging out there looking all douchey. It's like, it's awesome, man. Like, totally just happy to be there. Just totally just happy. Like, we're living life.
Yeah,
great,
I mean, none of us knew where all this web content was going or anything. It was just a pioneering time.
You're right, man. Like I said, so many people have talked about that era, ScrewAttack and the early Angry Nerd, about kind of walking so a lot of people could later run, and in the video game content space. And I think there's like a lot of truth to that, man. But you could tell, man, we all just get together having a good time. It was awesome. Good times for sure.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, the stripe through the TV. I don't even know if that happened.
What the fucking shit is this?
Like that's how it is.
I couldn't even tell. I do not remember what was on the TV.
I think that was WarioWare. I think that's what it was. We were playing WarioWare, and I think you just said a few nerdish lines at the time, and we sliced them into the video. And it's always when the nerd says a funny punch, says something funny. There's your ender right there for your video. It's
yeah.